Realize the latest national poll on how people feel about the Confederate flag is an even split. It's represents historic pride, 49%, represents racial divide, 49%. Yet here we are 1 week after the Charleston Church massacre, where the manifesto of this white racist Dylann Roof shows him with a Confederate flag and a couple of pictures, and suddenly there's this knee-jerk reaction and this bogus connection made to the issue of the Confederate flag and other symbols of the Confederacy. And now there's this movement to wipe all that history away and to hide it from view. It's outrageous. It's really un-American what's happening here. It really is. It's a bogus connection that's been made. But beyond that, the problem with removing Confederate flags, Confederate war memorials, monuments to generals, to soldiers, whatever, is that if you just try to kick all this under the rug, if you think the worst of these symbols, if you think they're symbols of hate and you think they're symbols of slavery and they're different things to different people, if you think the worst, the last thing you should want is for these to be removed from view. Follow the model in Germany. You can still go to the remains of concentration camps under the Hitler regime. There are still sites with buildings from the Nazi regime that was pure evil beyond anything the world has ever seen. Germany knows what we need to know now. You need to keep these symbols, even if you think the worst of them, because if you don't learn from history, you indeed are, as the great quote goes, doomed to repeat it. So to those of you who loathe the Confederate flag and loathe Confederate grave markers and monuments, I would say take a look at what Germany has done. And you should want the connection to remain with the symbols of the Confederacy to the war between the South, the slavery issue, the whole thing. This has gotten way, way out of control. And I'm not going to stop calling it like I see it. Join me for the Thursday edition of Bud Hedinger Live from 6 until 9. My take on the hottest topics out there, local, national, and of course at 8:20, the weekly house call from my Dr. Ken Cronhouse with breaking health and medical news. And you don't want to miss that. See you in the morning. Until then, have a good day from all of us at News Radio 102.5 WFLA FM and still on AM 540.